Top
Get
5
it.
most terrifying list. Coming in at number 5, we got the big Philly, Joel Embiid, a guy that's averaging 29 points, 10 rebounds, shooting 50% from the field. I call him a 275-pound version of Akeem Olajuwon. Coming in at number 4, Big Jokic. Not only is he out here giving you 27 points a night, but he's giving you 10 rebounds. And guess what? He's dropping 8 dimes. One of the best passing bigs the game has ever seen. Matter of fact, Greg Popovich called him the modern day Larry Bird. Coming in at number 3, a guy from LA, LA's finest, the Brody, Russell Westbrook, Mr. Triple-Double himself, who is tearing the league up right now. One of the most polarizing figures the game has ever saw. At number 2, the green-eyed assassin, light-skinned brother from the Bay Area who's shooting from the parking lot right now. Give him a wiggle, Steph. He's on my number 2. And at number 1, the most prolific, efficient scorer of all time, Kevin Durant, 2-time Finals MVP, a walking bucket, a guy that has 0 flaws offensively. That's Big Perk, top 5 most terrifying players in the NBA today.
I respect the list, and you're coming at it from the point of view of a player, and some of that is just a matchup. I got to guard this guy. Like, well, how do you do it? But I disagree with the list, Perk, and let me tell you why. In the modern game, even though Embiid and Jokic, I can't take exception. You can have them on. You are a big, so I get it. But if you're not the dude with the ball in his hand at the end of the game, and I know Jokic can bring the ball up and everything, he ain't a backcourt player, then you better have another dude on your team just as good as you who can do that. So it's tough for me to put a big there. It's tough for me to put Westbrook there because he doesn't shoot it or not very good at shooting it from distance. But I'll tell you who would be there. James Harden, who when last seen on a basketball court had as much control over the outcome of a game as anyone I have ever seen. I cannot believe the heights he rose to this year, but struggles in the playoffs has him 5 on my list, okay? Steph Curry is 4. Steph is the scariest from distance, no doubt. But with the game on the line, actually, the scariest from distance is Damian Lillard, who has hit more clutch shots, almost no matter how you define clutch, since he entered the league than anyone else, and can also shoot it from the parking lot. Number 3 is KD for all the reasons you went into. But Perk, number 1 is still LeBron James, who not only can do everything you want on a basketball court. I mean, you get on his free throw shooting, what, it's in the 70s? You're going to get on him? Okay. Yep. Not like in the 50s, not like Shaq at the free throw line or something. But not only that, just his presence on the court has you believing that somehow his team will figure it out. Both ends of the floor. He is still the scariest as of this moment in the imaginations and emotions of basketball fans, which is why you argued with me earlier when I said, hey, from the horse's mouth, LeBron said he's never going to be 100% again. You said, don't believe him.
Excuse me, 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, Perk, before you jump in here, because I got to ask Max a question here, because I feel like you just tried to cover your bases there with that little comment at the end. How could you argue the top of the show that he's on the decline and he's never going to be the same? At this moment, he is on the decline, but now you're saying he's the number 1 most terrifying player in the NBA. Isn't that a bit hypocritical?
Not even in the slightest, Molly, and I'll explain it to you.
Please do.
What's the adjective you used? Terrifying, right? What is terror about? What is scared? What is fear about? Is that about a reality or a perception? Now, the perception can be largely based on reality, but it's really about the way other people are reacting to it emotionally. And that is LeBron James, number 1 still, as is evidenced by the fact that both you and Perk were so strenuously arguing against my point when all I was doing was quoting LeBron. But you still have it fixed in your head that he's still the best. If you have LeBron, you're going to win.
Max, I'm not even about to go there, but all me and Molly and I said was that you believed what LeBron said. All we said was that we didn't believe that. Yeah. And you took it to other heights and said that he's declining. But that's another story. Okay, I don't have a problem with Damian Lillard being on your list. I actually, it was hard for me to leave him off my list. But if I was talking about the now, because that's what the NBA is about, what have you done for me lately? Then I had to take Dame Dollar off the list because Portland hasn't lived up to expectations this season. All right, and when you talk about James Harden, I had to take him off the list because he missed so many games and he still hasn't came back. The same with LeBron James. But now when you disrespect Russell Westbrook and talk about his lack of shooting, I have a problem with, Max. And here it is. You're a boxing guy, right? And you're damn good at it, okay? You're a boxing analyst, and I love the way that you break down boxing. Max, tell me who is the most ferocious boxer of all time.
Well, you're going to say Mike Tyson, right?
Okay.
I know. By the way, Perk, I've called Westbrook Mike Tyson, kind of mentality.
Oh, okay then. So if you're ferocious, that means that you're terrifying because that means people are scared of you, okay? That's the first thing. Second thing is that you're going to stop disrespecting the bigs in today's game, okay? Joel Embiid and Jokic is not your typical bigs of the past, okay? These guys are generational talents, all right? When you talk about late game situations and putting the ball in their hands, they don't need no one to put the ball in their hands because both of these guys' skill set, they're so physically talented and skilled that they could bring the ball up. They could set up the offense themselves. They could take you off the dribble. They could Euro step you. They could one-leg fadeaway you. They got the complete package. So I don't look at them as your traditional center. So with you disrespecting my list, talking about Embiid and Jokic shouldn't be on there because the game has changed. No, they have changed with the game, and they have changed the position.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.